Hey everybody, this is Adam Weigel with Twickenham Church of Christ in Huntsville, Alabama. I'm one of the youth ministers there, and I just wanted to give you a few words based off of just kind of what I've been feeling, what I've been thinking, what I've been seeing during this time. Right now, we're in the hopefully near the end, but right now it looks like the middle of kind of the quarantine and the COVID-19 pandemic, and that kind of leaves a lot of uncertainty. I know for a lot of you that means not graduating on time or the way it looked like, or classes online, or maybe class has been canceled. I don't really know. Your summer and your spring sports look like they've been either postponed or canceled. And I know that leaves me feeling uncertain. I know that a lot of you seem uncertain. Life doesn't seem normal right now. And I know uncertainty for me makes me feel a little uncomfortable, a little, at best, unsure. I think that's by definition what uncertainty is. At worst, like, it leaves me anxious. I don't know what exactly to do. And that I think is okay for uncertainty. And I think if we asked certain people in the Bible about uncertainty, they would tell us different things. I think if you ask certain people in your life about uncertainty, they'd tell you different things. If you ask the disciples, I think they point you to a story. And I just want to kind of share the story. They would point you to a story about a time they got on a boat. And they pushed off and they were crossing over the sea. They were crossing over a lake, a big lake. I'm not really sure exactly what the body of water was, but it was a big body of water. And that was not uncommon for them. And remember, you have 4 fishermen in the boat with this happening. And so they're on their way, and Jesus has told them to do this. They have their plans, and then a storm comes up. And it's one of the biggest, maybe the biggest storm they have ever seen. And it's at this moment, I feel like they're probably very anxious. They're very uncertain. None of them have ever seen a storm or know how to operate a boat in something this big. And so they're probably very confused, very uncertain. And then they look at Jesus. And Jesus has not left them. Jesus has not walked across the ocean. Jesus isn't back on land. Jesus is right there, and Jesus is sleeping. Jesus is calm. And all they can do is say, Jesus, save us, because they know that this guy, this Jesus, has the power and has a great relationship with God, that he can interact with nature in ways they've never seen before. So they say, help us. And Jesus gets up, and it says he rebuked the wind and the waves. And when I think of rebuke, I think of what happens when I was like a little kid and I did something I wasn't supposed to. My parents kind of rebuked me because they knew it was something I knew I should be doing, and I wasn't. And I just think of Jesus treating the wind and the waves, something so powerful, something I have no comprehension of how to control. And he just rebuked them like a little child. And the wind and the waves, like a little child who knew they were wrong, stopped what they were doing, and they went away. And then Jesus just talks to his disciples and assures them that he is there, and not to be afraid, to have faith in this time. And I think that's what Jesus, or at least the disciples, would say to me, is that God's got this. God is so much bigger than this pandemic. God is so much bigger than this time of uncertainty, that this time of change, this time of being alone. God has got this, and he's so much bigger. And that's what I want you to hear right now, is that God has got this, that God is always there. He's in the boat with you right now. He's your friend, and he's right next to you, and he loves you. I want to leave you with this blessing found in Numbers 6. It says, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face to you and give you peace. We love you, and we're praying for you. Bye.